Amazon workers claim their jobs were threatened for speaking out about climate change. This story sounds pretty brutal up front, but it actually is way more complicated, and we are going to discuss this. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur. Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time here and happen to like what you see, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that bell notification for notifications. We post videos on a near daily basis, plus live streams, premieres, all that jazz, so you will want to be the first to know, and subscribing and ringing that bell, that's how you do it. So anyway, this is from ABC News. It's actually several news organizations are reporting on this. I'm just picking ABC for some random arbitrary reason. And this was something that was kind of interesting because, well, let's just look into this. I think it'd be easy. Some Amazon workers claim they were threatened with termination after speaking to the press about what they say is Amazon's responsibility to do more to combat climate change, according to a group of environmental activists who work at the e-commerce giant. Pause there. This is where the problem comes in. Here's the thing. Amazon is a very global public company. Like, their dirty laundry is out for the whole world to see. Most people choose not to see it. And that's totally fine. I mean, they buy stuff, they get it in a box a couple days later. They don't want to think about where it comes from. They don't want to think about what happens, like what goes into that package being mailed. But this information is out there. But the thing is, Amazon still likes to keep as tight a lid as possible. That's why when it comes to like warehouses, they don't allow cameras in there. They don't want people talking to the press about what the working conditions are. Amazon just tries to control the narrative that they are this big, friendly company that has great opportunities for workers and they are good for the environment. But the truth is they're not good for the environment. In fact, I think package delivery has done way more harm to the environment than good. Amazon contributes a lot to the problem. I mean, first of all, the amount of gas that needs to be spent to drive these packages around and fly them places, not cheap and not even remotely close to environmentally friendly. But then you have the cardboard boxes. Do you know how many Amazon cardboard boxes wind up in the ocean because we can't recycle them fast enough? In some cases, you can't recycle them because they got cross-contaminated with something. A lot. An awful lot. But Amazon is committed to being environmentally friendly when they, as their core business, are not environmentally friendly. Well, apparently some employees decided they wanted to speak out about that, and of course, Amazon didn't like that. Amazon Employees for Climate Justice, a climate action group started by Amazon employees, said in a statement Thursday that Amazon updated its policies about workers speaking to the press in September, just before the group's planned climate protest. Quote, Amazon tech workers have been contacted by Amazon legal and HR representatives and questioned about public comments they had made around Amazon's responsibility in the global climate emergency, the statement said. Some workers then received follow-up emails threatening termination if they continue to speak out about Amazon's business. Because we all know Amazon is all environmentally friendly. They care about people. They care about the environment unless it affects their bottom line. If they are not going to be making money, then they don't care about it. And the thing is, Amazon, what they say, and Amazon, what they do, are two completely different entities. And if they have employees protesting about, their policies aren't really environmentally friendly, then they're going to threaten to fire them. Now, some of you might point out, and I will agree, hey, that they're a company, you're the employees, you speak out against your employer, yeah, you're probably going to get fired. I agree. But to put it in writing, and again, it's the image here that's going on. Amazon claims they are environmentally conscious and they want to work to be part of the solution. And what they're essentially doing in this particular situation now is saying, hey, a group of our employees say we're not being environmentally friendly. We want to be part of the solution, and what are we going to do? We're going to tell them to shut the F up. Shut the F up. Or else we're going to fire them. We don't want to be part of the conversation. We don't. As part of the protest organized by the group, more than 1,000 Amazon employees walked off their jobs in support of the global climate strike, a national march to raise awareness for climate change in September, calling on the company and its CEO Jeff Bezos to do more to tackle climate change. The march garnered national headlines. Quote, now's the time when we need to have communications policies that let us speak honestly about our company's role in the climate crisis, Karen Costa, a user experience principal designer at Amazon, said in a statement. Costa claims she was threatened with termination for speaking to a news outlet, according to the workers' group. Quote, this is not the time to shoot the messengers. This is not the time to silence those who are speaking out. Well, if you're Amazon, it is the time, because here's one of the things about Amazon. Again, their business is not environmentally friendly. It's not even remotely close. They waste so much paper and cardboard a year. They use so much gas to get the packages delivered. Do you think for 1 second they want to be environmentally friendly? That is not their big concern. If they were to start being environmentally friendly, they would have to sell less stuff. They don't want to do that. An Amazon spokesperson told ABC News Friday that its external communication policies for workers is similar to other large companies, and recent changes were implemented to make it easier for employees to participate in media interviews. Quote, our policy regarding external communications is not new and we believe is similar to other large companies. We recently updated the policy and related approval process to make it easier for employees to participate in external activities such as speeches, media interviews, and use of the company's logo. Yeah, here's the thing. When you say you're like other companies, that's not the message you've been sending the whole time. You've been saying Amazon is different. Amazon cares more. Hey, look at us. We pay our employees $15 an hour. Granted, we took away their stock bonuses and the Christmas bonus as well to make sure they got that, and really they're making less in the long run. But hey, we did that. We're different. So when you say, oh, our policy is very similar, it's like, no, you need to be better than other people. If you claim you are the better company, your policy needs to reflect that. As with any company policy, employees must receive a notification from our HR team if we learn of an instance wherein a policy is not being followed. I guess the policy said they couldn't speak out then. The company's spokesperson said updates made to the approval process included building an intricate page for approvals rather than gaining approval through email and reducing the number of seniority of approvers required. The external communications policy applies to all Amazon employees, according to the company. If a worker may have unknowingly violated the policy, the company says it makes the worker aware of the policy and approval process. Justin Campbell, a data engineer at Amazon, said the policy is not going to stop the momentum tech workers have built over the past year at Amazon. Probably true. The climate change is the greatest challenge we face, and the only way we can find solutions is by protecting people's right to speak freely and disrupting the status quo, Campbell said in a statement. In September, a day before the group's planned climate march on Amazon, Bezos seemingly responded to the workers, revealing new company efforts to tackle climate change and pledge to have net zero carbon emissions by the year 2040. This is 10 years ahead of the International Paris Agreement's goal of 2050. And by the way, if they actually accomplish that, good on them. I would love to see that. However, again, their core business model involves a lot of gas and a lot of carbon waste, a lot of packages, a lot of paper. Very little recycling is involved. So I would be surprised. Quote, if a company with as much physical infrastructure as Amazon, which delivers more than 10 billion items a year, can meet the Paris Agreement 10 years early on, then any company can, Bezos said at the time. Yeah, but you know what? That's 10 years, Bezos. That's 10 years. We don't know if you're actually going to meet it. We just don't. So anyway, here's the thing. I don't want to use this video as a way to get political. I think, I don't, here's the thing about this. I believe that we should do better for our environment. I'm not offended by the fact that I have to ask for a straw at the restaurant. Now, I'm just not. I think we're just extremely wasteful. I don't know if, it's the end of the world in 10 years. I don't want to go that far. But, I'm always for just not being wasteful. But here's the thing. I always will I will always advocate, I should say, for people's freedom of speech. If they feel this is a concern and they want to speak out about it, then you know what? They should be allowed to speak out about it. And Amazon, who apparently is on the same page as them, should not be saying don't speak about environmental protection, even though we're allowed to say it. But again, it's been pointed out, the issue was not that these employees were concerned about the environment. The concern is that these employees were pointing out how Amazon was failing in their promise to protect the environment and to do their part to make sure that things were running smoothly. Amazon does not like being painted as the bad guys, and so they threatened all these people with terminations. Well, now the news got out and they say, oh no, we've revised our policy, so now it's easier for them to speak out. But here's the thing. Once this movement stops, or at least takes a break, these people will be out of a job. They will be, and I'm sorry to say that. Amazon does not tolerate people who stand up to them. Trust me on this one. So anyway, that's where we are going to leave this one. What do you think? Do you think Amazon actually does a good job at protecting the environment? Do you think they are part of the solution, or do you think they are part of the problem? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.